Welcome everybody. This is going to be a fun one. So I have a bunch of stuff I want to go through in this video, but the primary focus of the video is going to be sealed product. What is sealed product? Sealed product are packs back from the original game. So in the case of dead CCGs, these have been out of print for 20 years. So it's kind of fun to find original booster packs. So the bulk of this video is me going through the sort of value or rareness of all 15 booster packs that were released. I'm only doing English, not Japanese. And then I'm going to finish the video by opening two of these new booster packs, or basically from the Star Wars Players Committee, they issue these little challenge packs that have virtual cards inside. So these will be saved until the end. And then as a bonus, big shout out to Kyle, who has made some custom repacks. These things are really cool. So he just decided to do some arts and crafts and make his own packs. And I believe it's Premiere through Cloud City. And I'm just going to be giving these away. So I'm going to raffle away two of them and then maybe a third one in a future video. So just comment and like this video, and I'll just do a random number generator and raffle off two of these repacks. These obviously are not original packs. These are just made by a fan, but big shout out to Kyle for just reaching out and be like, hey, I made some repacks. Do you want to just raffle them off? And I was like, that sounds super fun. So pretty cool. He even did like a crimping on them. So thanks, Kyle, for the generous donation. So I'll be raffling those off. And just to enter, just comment on the video. So let's talk sealed. So I'm going to start with the easiest to find sealed, which is probably Jabba's Palace. Why is Jabba's Palace so easy to find? This is sort of the height of the game where these are just printed massively. So both Jabba's Palace and then Cloud City were sort of 1 and 2. These go for, $4 to $7 a pack. The booster boxes had 60 packs inside, so just a ton of packs. And people might ask, why do you keep these in a plastic sleeve? I just am a bit OCD and to do that to sort of protect the packs because they've made it 20 years without having a spill. So just figure it's nice to have that layer of protection. So these are sort of the bottom ones. I think Jabba might be a little more common than Cloud City, but there was a ton printed. There's still a lot floating around. You can find a booster box of either of these for around 300-ish, maybe a little bit less. Next, we have Unlimited Premiere. So this is the white border Premiere. This probably goes for, $5 to $7 a pack. So very similar price point to these. This is just an example of the re-release of these in white border. People just weren't really that into it. So there's a ton of it out there. Next, we have Premiere. So unlike other games, I think I've touched on this a little bit where, you think of the first set of Magic as the one that is the most valuable, alpha, beta, etc. But Premiere was just printed for 6 years continuously. And I think they printed off 1 million Darth Vaders. So there is tons of these boxes out there, tons of these packs. I actually should get a better one because this one has a little scratch on it. But there's a lot of this product out there. So it's not tremendously difficult to find. So that's our next one. So after that, we have the revised A New Hope. So this is the white border A New Hope. These probably also go for maybe, $7 a pack or something. So also pretty easy to find. Next, we have the limited A New Hope. So these are the black border ones. So think about this was set number 2 that was released. And the game was still kind of getting momentum, but these had really long print runs. So just lots of them out there. This one sold for $250. So with inflation, this might be, I don't know, still about $250 in 1997 dollars. Next, we have Hoth. So this is a Japanese Hoth wrapper. I actually don't own a pack of Hoth, so I'm just using this as a proxy. So Hoth is another one of these OG sets that had quite a bit printed, and there's a lot out there. After that, we have the limited edition of Dagobah. So this was the 4th set, and you still see quite a bit of Dagobah out there. I think Dagobah is a set that was kind of divisive for a lot of folks because it was very solitary. There was this whole Jedi training. If you were pulling rares, you could just get like Yoda and Son of Luke or Son of Skywalker, and the rest of the light side rares were pretty grim. And they had some bounty hunters. It wasn't all bad, but Dagobah is not a great set in my opinion. So that's next. And then we have revised Hoth. So this is one of these inverse things we were kind of talking about before, where people just didn't buy a lot of the white border Hoth and white border Dagobah because, these are being released simultaneously with the, newer sets. So why would one buy white border Hoth when they could buy Death Star 2 or Endor, right? So you have to think about the decisions, and then those decisions are going to influence printing runs. So comparatively speaking, white border Hoth, didn't have as big of a printing run more than likely as, Premier or even black border Hoth. So these can be difficult to track down some of the rares. So that's our next place here. And then after that, we have our revised Dagobah or white border Dagobah here. Um, a set of this just sold for like $750. So these can be hard to track down. They're super random. It's a 180 card set, so some of them just tracking to the last couple white border cards can be difficult. So that's sort of next in our value slash rarity. After that, we're going to fast forward to Tatooine. So Tatooine Packs, it was a small set, so people didn't need a lot of it to collect, and it's also not a super popular set. The cards in it, a lot of relating to pod racing, so people didn't love that mechanic, thought it was kind of lame. So this pack is about $10 to $12. So let me pause there and say everything out here is all under $12 a pack or so, right? So if you're looking to buy this stuff, don't spend more than $12 per pack here. So just a little collector tip. We're going to take a jump here in value, and now we're looking at special edition. So special edition is more in the $20 to $25 range. There's a lot of interesting cards you can pull here. Obi-Wan's got a card in there, Darth Maul. I always say this is what the game should have been when it was released, but this was the special edition, and it has some of the like really cringy CGI like duacs, so those what those called, like different kind of cringy CGI stuff, but big set, and pretty valuable pack. So that's maybe in like the $25 range. I'm just going to scoot this over to make a little bit of space here. So Endor, what a set Endor is. Love this set. You're jumping from maybe $20 to $25 for special edition to maybe, in the $30 range for an Endor set. So kind of starting to jump up here in value as well as in rarity. So these were, obviously a whole bunch of these were opened, as well as this is sort of when the printing run. So this came out in, 99, 2000, I think it was 2000. So you just didn't have the printing presses running for, 6 years like you did with Premiere. So this is Endor, maybe $30-ish for Endor. Next we have Death Star 2. So Death Star 2 came after Endor as a set and just has incredible pulls, right? There's just really good stuff in Death Star 2, namely Luke Skywalker and the Emperor. So, if there's an Emperor in here, that's, a $200 card. So these go for maybe, $50 to $60. So this is when things start getting kind of expensive, and people just love openings. I would love to open this, but I exercise self-restraint here. After that, we have Reflections. And maybe Reflections could have been a little earlier. I'm not quite sure. This is probably about a $50 pack as well, maybe $40 to $50. And Death Star 2 might be a little bit more, but this includes one foil card, which is the shinies, as well as sets from Premiere, New Hope, Hoth, Dagobah, Cloud City, Jabba's Palace Special Edition. So I liked Reflections. I thought it was so cool as a kid to get shiny cards. It also has a bunch of mains that all got foiled. So sometimes it was easier to get like a Commander Skywalker as a foil than it was as a non-foil. So moving along, we're going to jump to the last set. So this is Theed Palace. So Theed Palace had a really short print run. It was released, I think, in November 2001, and then the game went out of print in December. So the printing presses were only running for like 2 months. And of course, they're running like nonstop, like, day and night. But these go for maybe 55, 60 a pack. And these also have AIs, much like Tatooine that has AIs, which are, 1 in every 4. So there's sort of a big chase cards in here. But I think for some reason, Theed Palace is it's a smaller set, so it doesn't require as many to be open to get really the big chase cards. So it's about, maybe let's say 55-ish. We're jumping up to Coruscant, which is My favorite set of this game. It's so cool. There's so many good cards in here. You have iconic AIs. I know that, people didn't love the episode one stuff, but for me, this is like the height of it all, and just such a cool thematic set. And I don't know, it bums me out that this is the second to last set. I wish we had a little bit more here, but these go for quite a pretty penny now, just because there's cards you can pull from here, like the Darth Maul or the Queen Amidala, that are several $100s, $200-300. So these are really cool. Always, whenever I see these around, I will pick one up. But they're increasingly hard to find. And a sealed booster box of Coruscant goes for, I don't know, $2,000 or something. So we're moving on to Reflections 2. So Reflections 2 was the follow-up to Reflections. So this is the second version, and this has a lot of really cool cards they decided to foil in it, like the Emperor, as well as Luke Skywalker Jedi Knight. It also had these premium cards in here, getting a reflection there, but so it was 100 foil cards, one in a 28 expanded universe, and one of the combo cards. So you got like Thrawn in here, and just some good stuff. And the big chase cards are obviously the ultra rare foils in there, so that's one thing to kind of look out for. And I would say these retail for maybe 90 to 110, and I'm giving ranges just to avoid the the price police from coming after me and saying like, oh my god, you're totally wrong. And then the Holy Grail here, we have the Reflections 3 that were sold for $8 at World of JJPTE Ltd, whatever that was. So these go for regularly like 120 to 150 on eBay, and I just want to open this, but I will resist. So this had, as far as like goodies you can get, there is so much good stuff you can pull in Reflections 3. So we see that there is one foil card, so that includes the 4 ultra rare foils that all go for $300 plus a piece. And then you get one dark side premium card, one light side premium card. So these premium cards were things like Boba Fett Bounty Hunter, or there's a really good Lando. And so you just got like really good cards in here. And so the premiums, there's a couple other ones, like a set of the premiums goes for like $400 or $500, and then the foil. So the reason this is expensive is because, even if you bought this for $125, it's very possible, but not likely, that you could make your money back from opening this up. So I'm not going to be doing that today, because this is the one for my set. And so that's kind of an overview of all the sealed. I know this is a beautiful sight to some. Other people will be like, why are you hoarding this? You should open it. Packs are for opening. And I will tell people that I have opened many packs. So let's do something fun now. We're going to open up the Star Wars CCG Player Committee virtual cards packs. I have 2 here. And so I'm going to open one of these up, or both of these up rather, and see what we get. So these are going to be the virtual cards. I think the AIs, so the best virtual cards. So these are just a giveaway I got. So big shout out to the PC for doing this. It looks like I'm opening these upside down, but you can kind of see what these look like. So what do we got here? Oh, Sabine Wren. She looks great. Like, some of the images, man, the foiling on this is just super cool. It's it's like almost looks like a filter. I promise I'm not using a filter. It just looks that way. So very cool, Sabine. Oh, Maz. Oh, this is really cool. Really cool Maz there. And then it looks like we have some little guys here. I don't know what these are, to be honest. So these are like little mini cards, and I have 2 here. So I'm not quite sure how to use these little guys. So maybe I'll have to ask somebody on the forum what the heck to use these for. So we got 2 little guys there. And then we got, let's see here, Kylo Ren's lightsaber, as well as another little guy of Mon Calamari Dockyards. So 4 little guys. All right, next one we have the Alternative Image Series 1. So let's open these up and see what we get. wonder if there's a better way to open these than how I'm doing it. I feel like I'm not being the most efficient. I don't open these sort of packs very often, so I guess maybe I should open it from the bottom. So let's see what we get. So it looks like no minis in there. So we have Anakin Skywalker Padawan Learner. So I think that this is, they say it right down here, AI in the bottom right. So that's cool. I actually like that. I don't actually know who she is. Ayla Sakura, who is an AI. She'll go over fellow Twi'lek of Ula. Green leader in Green Squadron. So that's pretty cool. And then we have another one of the Death Star pilots. So this is DS-61-5. Interesting. So if you've made it this far, I really appreciate you guys tuning in. So this was fun. Big shout out to the PC for sending along these virtual cards and very cool little mini cards here. And as a reminder, I'll be raffling away these custom repacks here just for fun. So if you want to do that, my cat has arrived, so it's time to go. It's time to end this. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good one.